everybody, welcome to class today. Today is going to be a 65-minute level 3 split class. So this is one of those classes where you could do the first 30 minutes or you could do the whole 65 minutes. It kind of ends up being like 35, 65. So the first 35 minutes we are using sliders. So as always, you can use whatever you've got at home: socks, paper towels or paper plates, dish towels was the word that I was looking for, whatever you've got that will slide on the floor surface that you have got. And then in the second half of the class, we are going to use the ball as an option. So I'm going to give you cues for what you would do if you don't have the ball. We are going to use the sliders in the second half of the class as well. And if you don't have a ball for most of the things in the second half of the class, you can substitute them with sliders. You could also have a couch or a chair or a bench or something nearby to give you a little bit of height, or something a little bit unstable like a cushion or some foam or something that you could put your hands on or your feet on if you just wanted that little bit of extra instability while you use the sliders. If you enjoy these classes, please remember to like and subscribe and tell a friend. And if you've got comments or feedback, please let me know in the comments section below. We are going to get started today in a plank pose, a high plank pose with our hands on the sliders. So set yourself up so that you've got room to slide, but also a padded surface that you could put your knees onto if you needed to. Starting in a plank pose, bring the hands onto the sliders. Step your feet back, engage through your legs. Send energy out through the crown of the head and out through the heels. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, and without letting the face fall towards the floor, you're just going to take a gentle no with the head. And then a gentle yes, just releasing any tension through the neck. And coming back to stillness, find 3 more breaths here. Remembering that you can set your knees down at any point that you need to modify. Keeping your plank, you can take your feet wider if you need to make this easier. On your next inhale, you're going to slide your right hand forward. And then as you exhale, you're going to slide it back. On your next inhale, you're going to slide your left hand forward. And then as you exhale, slide it back. Inhale, slide the right hand forward. Exhale, slide it back. Inhale, slide the left hand forward. Exhale, slide it back. We're going to take 3 more on each side. You're trying to keep your pelvis as even as you can so you're not rocking side to side through the body as you shift weight. One more each side. This time we're going out to the side. So on your next inhale, you're going to slide the right hand out to the right as far as you can, keeping the pelvis even. And then exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, you're going to slide the left hand out to the left. So you can shift your torso to the left. Just don't drop your hip towards the left. And then exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, slide out to the right. The torso can move. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale, slide out to the left. Exhale, bring it back in. We're going to do 3 more on each side. See if you can shift a little further each side. Like I said, my torso is coming out to the side, but I'm not dropping through my hips. One more each side. I just dropped my knees, and now I'm coming back up. Remember, do what you need to keep your form good.
And then being careful that you don't slide away, you're going to send those hips up and back to downward dog. You can walk the heels of your hands off those sliders so that you don't slide. On your next inhale, you're going to bring the knees down to hover in a bear. And then as you exhale, press it back up to down dog. Inhale, bring the knees to hover in a downward dog bear. And then exhale, straighten them out. Just 3 more here. And then you're going to shift back into your plank pose, bringing your hands back on your slider. I'm going to do this from my knees, but you can certainly do this from a plank if you're strong enough. This time we're going to bend the opposite arm as we slide out. So as you inhale, you're going to slide your right hand forward, bend your left arm like a chaturanga arm. And then as you exhale, you're going to straighten the left arm, draw the right hand back in towards you. As you inhale, you'll slide the left hand out, bend the right arm like a chaturanga arm. And then as you exhale, slide back towards you. Like I said, you can do this from your toes if you have the strength. Inhale, right hand slides. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, left hand slides. Exhale, draw it back in. We've got 3 more on each side. If your knees are down like me, try and keep your feet on the floor. Don't kick your heels towards your glutes. If you were down on your knees, everybody's going to come back up to plank pose. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to tap right knee, left elbow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, tap left knee, right elbow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, right knee, left elbow. Inhale to plank. Exhale, left knee, right elbow. Inhale to plank. 3 more of each. Walk those hands off those sliders. Send those hips back to downward facing dog. Keep your downward dog in your upper body. Once again, you're going to inhale, bend the knees to hover. Exhale, bring them back up. You could stay like this. Otherwise, you're going to float your left foot to hover. Inhale, your right knee will come down. Exhale, single leg downward dog. My left leg is kind of just floating behind me. It's not a full 3-legged dog. Inhale, left toes are off the floor. Come into your bear. Exhale, bring it back up. Got 3 more on this leg. Remember, you can do this with 2 feet down on the floor. Come into your downward dog. Option to keep both feet down, otherwise hover that right foot off. As you inhale, your left leg comes down into a bear. Exhale, send it back up. Upper body stays in down dog. Inhale, bend the left knee. Exhale, straighten it out. 3 more here. Downward facing dog. Shift yourself back forward into your plank. Hands come on top of those sliders. Once again, I'm coming down to my knees, but if you're strong enough, please stay up on your toes. We're going to go out to the side. So as you inhale, your left arm will bend, your right arm will slide out as far as you can. Maybe you can tap your chest. And then as you exhale, slide it all the way back in. Inhale, your right arm will bend, your left arm will slide out to the left. Exhale, bring it back in. We've got 4 more on each side. One more each side. Come back up into your plank if you dropped your knees. Hands come off the sliders. You're going to send it all the way back into downward dog. Bend in through the knees. And then you're going to walk your hands underneath your shoulders. So now we're in a full bear pose. You're going to take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to tap right hand, left thigh. Inhale to your bear. Exhale, left hand, right thigh. Inhale to your bear. Try and keep the knees even as you can as you take the opposite hand to the opposite knee. You do one more like this. You could totally stay here. Otherwise, you're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to shift weight back. Tap both hands to the knees. Come down. Tap both hands to the knees. Come down. So it's a little bit quicker, but you're trying to catch a moment of balance in this kind of like forward leaning, tippy toe, low chair crouch. Lots of words situation. We do 4 more. If you don't feel your quads by now, I don't know who you are. Set those knees down, untuck the toes. Inhale, cow belly breath. Exhale, tucking around. Inhale, cow belly breath. Exhale, tucking around. One more. Come back to a neutral spine. You're going to come back. I would suggest definitely doing this on your knees, unless you're super, super strong. I cannot do this not on my knees. So you're going to have your hands on your sliders again. We're going to slide both hands out in front of us as far as we can. So it's like one of those ab wheels at the gym. So as you inhale, you slide your hands only as far as you can control. And then as you exhale, press into the floor. Use your lats, use your hamstrings. Draw yourself back up. Inhale, slide yourself out. I think I went too far last time. And then as you exhale, slide yourself in. So only slide yourself out so far that when you come back, you don't feel like you're just dumping into your lower back. You're able to use your arms and your abs to pull yourself back in. I'm going to do 3 more here. Last time. Beautiful. Tuck under the toes. Keep the hands on the sliders. You're going to come up into your plank pose. So this is arguably easier than the ones that we just did. You're going to start by taking circles with the right hand. So ground down with the left hand. You're just going to take 5 circles clockwise with the right hand. And then 5 circles anti-clockwise. Try to keep that right hip facing the floor. And then we'll change it out. Ground down through the right hand. Draw the left hip down. 5 circles one direction. And then 5 circles the other direction. You could stay here. Otherwise, left leg is going to lift. 5 circles one direction with the right hand. And then 5 circles the other direction. Set it down. Right leg will lift. 5 circles one direction. And then 5 circles the other direction. Take your hands off the sliders, send it back to downward dog. You're going to step, walk, or float yourself through your hands to a little squat position. So your feet are going to land in between your hands. You're in this little squat position. Come up onto the tippy toes. Take an inhale here. Stay on the tippy toes. As you exhale, you're just going to straighten the legs and come into this balanced forward fold. Drop the heels. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. And we're just going to do a little pivot so that now we're facing the other way and our feet are going to come onto the sliders. I might have to switch my sliders around, but we'll see how we go. You're going to slide yourself back into your plank pose. And I'm going to try and get myself in the line of my fan. All right, so from your plank pose, we're going to start with jacks. You're going to slide your right leg out, keep your hips even. Exhale it in. Inhale, left leg out. Exhale it in. You could also have the sliders under your knees. You could be on your forearms, or you could have your forearms or arms supported on a couch or those little things that you put your feet on, like a buffet or whatever they're called, an ottoman. You have yourself supported on there if you needed to. You can do one more each side like this. You could stay here. Otherwise, we're going to do 10 where both feet move out at the same time and then back together. So inhale out, exhale in, slow and controlled. Exhale in. 8 more. You're going to draw your feet towards you, come into a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to take a little mini break on those wrists. You're going to inhale, bend the knees, come up into chair pose. Hold your chair. You can take your hands wherever you want to. I'm taking mine to the heart. As you exhale, you're just going to slide the right leg back behind you. Left leg stays in chair. Inhale it forward. Exhale, left leg slides back behind you. Inhale it forward. Exhale. Excuse me. Right leg slides back. Inhale it forward. Exhale, left leg slides back. Inhale it forward. So this is like when we do our single leg chair marches. You're trying to keep your pelvis relatively even so it's not swinging all over the place. You're not dropping through the hips. And you're also trying to make sure that that standing knee is not just swinging into the midline. You're evenly pressing through all sides of your foot, engaging your glutes, strong through the legs. You do 2 more on each side. My sliders are getting stuck on my sweat. Winning. Take an inhale, come into your chair pose. And then as you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, you're going to plant the hands, slide yourself back with varying degrees of difficulty into your plank pose. We're going to take everybody's favorite mountain climbers. We're going to start slow. You're going to slide the right knee to the chest as you exhale. Inhale it back. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale it back. Exhale, right knee to chest. Inhale it back. Exhale, left knee to chest. Inhale it back. We'll do 3 more each side, nice and slow like this. And now we're going to speed it up, 10 on each leg. Surprise second set, another 10. Take it out to plank. Pike the hips up, draw the sliders towards your feet, towards your hands. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. We're going to come back into that chair pose as you inhale. Once again, bring your hands to wherever feels most comfortable for you. We're going to take a little curtsy. So this time as you inhale, your left leg stays in a chair, your right foot shoots out behind you to the left side of the mat. And then, or to the left side of your space. Exhale, come back through center. Inhale, that left leg is going to wrap behind, shoots out to the right. Exhale, bring it to center. So now your hips are going to come a little bit offline. Your standing hip is going to be a little bit higher and a little bit more forward than your back leg, and that's okay. I still want you to make sure that you're protecting through that knee. You're really strong through the leg. Staying low in that chair the whole time. This is like an easier version of a Shiva squat. We do 2 more to each side. Inhale, come through your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, plant the hands, slide those feet back to your plank. You're going to take an inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to draw the knees into your bear. Inhale, send it to plank. Exhale to bear. Inhale to plank. Exhale to bear. Inhale to plank. We've got 7 more. Trying to keep your shoulders still so you're not rocking back and forward through the shoulders. The movement's coming from your abs and your legs. Pike your hips up, slide the feet to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, we're coming back into that chair pose. This time, as you exhale, bring the hands to the heart. Inhale, your right leg is going to slide off to the right. Keep your chair leg in the left. Exhale, draw it back to center. Inhale, slide the left leg off to the left. Exhale it to center. So it's the same principles that we've been working on. Pelvic stability and building strength and endurance through those legs. We do 4 more to each side. Sink nice and low into your chair. Inhale into your chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, come into your halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, slide those feet back. Come into your plank pose. All right, make sure you've got enough of a padded surface out in front of you that you can slide and have your elbows be landing and supported. So my hands are about a forearm's distance onto the mat, if that makes sense. As you inhale, you're going to slide yourself back so far that your elbows touch the mat. And then as you exhale, you're going to bring those feet in towards you into a dolphin pose. As you inhale, you're going to slide back out to your forearm plank. Now this is tricky. You might have to drop your knees. As you exhale, you're going to start to draw yourself forward. See if you can lift both of your elbows at the same time back into plank. Inhale, you're going to shift yourself all the way back. Elbows lower down. As you exhale, draw the feet in, come into your dolphin. As you inhale, you're going to slide those feet back. And then as you exhale, start to bring yourself forward. See if you can do it without dropping the knees. Peel the elbows off, come into plank. We're going to do 3 more. Inhale, slide yourself back, drop the elbows. Exhale, dolphin pose. Inhale, forearm plank. Exhale, slide forward. See if you can lift both elbows at the same time. I cheated. Inhale, slide it back. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, forearm plank. Exhale, slow, bring it all the way back up. We've got, we have 1 or 2 more. We're going to do 2 more. I apologize if we're doing more than I told you that we were going to do. But the only side effect is that you'll just get stronger. So, that's not that bad. then you're going to slide yourself all the way to the top of your space. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Generous bend in the knees, ragdoll yourself all the way up to standing. And come into Tadasana. You might not have to rearrange your space. We're going to take sun salutations, so I'm just going to change my mat so it's in front of me, and I have room to slide and stay on the camera. All right, so start at the top of your space, Surya A. Inhale, sweep those arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. As you exhale, you're going to slide all the way back to Chaturanga. Inhale, press back up to plank. As you exhale, pike the hips, draw the feet to the backs of the hands. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pike. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pike. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. We do two more like this. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pike it up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, raise. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, pike. You're going to kick the left slider off to the left. The left foot is going to hover. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, shoot that right leg back, single leg Chaturanga. Inhale, single leg plank. Exhale, single leg pike. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Left foot stays hovering as you inhale, come all the way to standing on the right foot. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bring that right foot in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come to stand. We're going to do one more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, your vinyasa. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way to standing. We're going to switch feet. Slider underneath the left foot. Draw the right knee to chest. Inhale, lengthen. Reach the arms overhead. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, plank. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, come all the way to standing, right knee to chest. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, bring it all the way up. You do two more. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, bring it up. Last one. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa. Inhale, bring it all the way up. Exhale, come to standing. You're going to take the slider underneath your right foot. We're going to come into lunges. So just like we would come into crescent, bring the hands to the hips to start. As you inhale, that right leg is going to slide all the way back into your crescent lunge. Your hips face forward. Everything about it is crescent except one foot is on the slider. As you exhale, keep the left leg bent. You're just going to slide the right leg in, so it's like a little stagger. And then as you inhale, slide it back out. My torso is slightly forward, so somewhere between a power lunge and a crescent lunge. We're going to do 6 more. You should really feel this in the front leg. You can reach your hands out in front of you if you want to. You're going to keep that right leg back. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale, bring those hands down. As you inhale, float the left leg back. This is going to be tricky. As you exhale, you're going to draw your left knee to chest, and then you're going to switch. So you inhale, shoot the left leg back, right leg comes in. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. It's like a single leg mountain climber. 3 more. Step that left leg forward. Inhale, come all the way up to crescent lunge. As you exhale, you're going to draw that right foot in all the way to standing. Inhale, slide it back into your crescent. As you exhale, power through that left leg. Come all the way up to stand. Inhale, slide it back. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, slide back. Exhale, come up. Got 4 more. Is really helpful for all your transitions from your crescent lunge to your warrior 3, crescent to standing. Transitions are where we build strength. Got 1 more. Then we're going to switch it out. You're going to take the slider underneath your left foot. You're going to slide it all the way back until you find your crescent lunge. Set up your alignment. Bring your torso forward just slightly. Not quite a power lunge. Take an inhale. As you exhale, keep the right knee bent. Slide the left leg in like a stagger. Inhale, slide it back. Exhale, slide it in. Inhale, slide it back. We've got 8 more. So it's like an easier version of those crescent to single leg chairs that we do. One more. Inhale into your crescent. Exhale, bring the hands down. Inhale, that right leg will float behind you. As you exhale, the right knee comes to chest. As you inhale, you switch. Exhale, switch. Inhale, switch. 6 more. The right leg steps forward. Inhale, come into your crescent. This time as you exhale, press through that right foot. Come all the way to stand, straighten both legs. Inhale, slide back, crescent. Exhale, press to stand. You've got 6 more. Come all the way to standing. Bring both feet onto the sliders. Take an inhale, sweep the hands all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slide back, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Exhale, you're going to tuck those knees in, set them down on the floor, and then you're just going to flip yourself over. So once again, orientate yourself so that you're comfortable. Your heels are going to be on the sliders. We're going to come into a reverse tabletop. So set your hands about forearms distance behind you. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, come into your reverse tabletop. Keep your pelvis even. You can see it here. It's really obvious. Inhale, slide that right leg out. Don't do this. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, slide the left leg out. Exhale, draw it back in. Inhale, slide right leg. Exhale it in. Inhale, slide left leg. Exhale it in. If this is not good for your shoulders, come all the way down onto your back and come into a bridge pose. You could stay here. Otherwise, we're going to take this to a single arm variation. So I'm going to lift my left hand and my right leg is going to slide. Inhale, slide it out. Exhale, slide it in. This is much harder. Inhale, slide it out. Exhale, slide it in. We've just got 3 more on this side. Bring it down. Take the right hand up. Inhale, slide left leg out. Exhale it in. Inhale, slide out. Exhale it in. 3 more. And then set it down. You're going to bring the hips all the way down. Hands out in front of you. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale, slowly roll yourself down onto your mat. We're setting up for bridge pose. So take your hands where you like them for bridge pose. Take an inhale. And then as you exhale with a neutral spine, bring yourself up to bridge. Same thing here. We're going to start by inhaling the right leg out. Don't drop the pelvis. Exhale, bring it back in. Inhale the left leg out. Exhale it back in. We're going to do 4 more on each side, just like this. From here, you're going to inhale, slide that right leg out. As you exhale, without dropping the right side of your pelvis, you're going to slide the right leg as far out to the right as you can. Inhale it back to center. Exhale, draw it under the hip. Inhale, left leg slides long. Exhale, slide it to the side. Inhale, slide it to midline. Exhale, slide it in. Inhale, right leg long. Exhale, abduction. Exhale, adduction. Inhale, bring it back in. Exhale, left leg long. Inhale, out. Exhale, in. Inhale to center. We got 3 more on each side. And then draw it back in, roll yourself down, hug your knees into your chest. If you're leaving us at the halfway mark, this is probably a little bit further than that. We're 35 minutes in. Thank you for practicing with us. You can take your stretch when you're ready. If you're continuing, we're going to come back up to our front side. So we're going to start by putting our feet back on the sliders. Slide your feet long. Reach your hands overhead. Take an inhale. As you exhale, fingertips will float to the sky. Gentle tuck of the chin to the chest. Peel yourself up off your mat. Keep your feet down on your sliders. I'll slide forward a little bit. Inhale, all the way up to seated. You're going to place those hands behind you. Take an exhale. Inhale here. As you exhale, you're going to lift yourself up into a reverse tabletop. So now our feet are long. Inhale here. Exhale, draw both heels in. And then you're just going to flip yourself around, slide on those sliders, or don't. You're going to land back in a bear pose. Slide your feet up. We're going to come all the way to standing. So we are going to grab our ball. If you don't have a ball, you can totally just modify without the ball. For anything where we're sliding, you just keep using the sliders and that's totally fine. Otherwise, we are going to bring that ball behind us and we are going to do some sun salutations. So we're going to start with the right foot on the ball. We'll start with some lunges. So again, you could just have your right foot on the slider here if you wanted to. You're going to inhale, send that ball back behind you. Exhale, bring it all the way to stand. Inhale, send the ball back behind you. Exhale, bring it to stand. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, bring it to stand. We've got 5 more here. Relax your shoulders. Realize that mine were slowly migrating into my ears. We're going to bring it back down into that lunge. We're going to hold. Now just your right leg is going to move. You're going to inhale, bring it in to meet the left. Exhale, send it long. Inhale, draw the right knee in. Exhale, send it long. 8 more. You're going to stay in this lunge. Plant your hands. You're going to step your left foot back to meet your right. If you can, you're going to be up on your toes. If not, you'll be on your shins. Again, you could be on sliders here and you'll slide instead of step. As you inhale, your right foot is going to tap down to the floor. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, your left foot taps to the floor. Exhale, bring it back up. Inhale, right foot taps. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, left foot taps. Exhale, bring it up. You're trying to keep that ball as still as you can. We've got 3 more on each side. You're going to come to your plank. You're going to step that right foot forward in between the hands. Hop it up there. Top of the left foot comes to the ball. And you're going to stand all the way up. We're going to take that little sequence on the second side. So as you inhale, that left leg will send back behind you. The ball rolls up the shin, bend into the right knee. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, come all the way down into your lunge. Exhale, press to stand. We've got 8 more. Last one. We're going to come down and we're going to hold it. This time the left leg moves. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, send it out. Inhale, draw it in. Exhale, send it back. Make sure that that left hip isn't rotating towards the back of the room. 7 more. Send that leg back. Plant the hands. You're going to step back into your plank pose. Once again, we're going to take mountain climbers. So same thing on the sliders, nice and slow. As you exhale, your right knee will draw to chest. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, left knee will draw to chest. Inhale, send it back. Exhale, right knee in. Inhale it back. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale it back. 3 more on each side. We're going to step that left leg forward. We're going to take this into sun salutations. So you could do this single leg on the sliders. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Step the left leg back to the ball. As you inhale, bend the elbows, push up, or you can add a shoulder tap here if it's too much. Exhale, press the floor away. Inhale, step the left leg forward. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step back to your plank. As you exhale, your chaturanga. Inhale, back to plank. Exhale, step the left leg forward. Inhale, come all the way to standing, sweep the arms. Exhale, come down. Inhale, step to plank. The more of your leg is on the ball, the easier this will be. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press it up. Exhale, step the left leg forward. Inhale, come up. We've got 2 more on this side. Exhale, fold. Inhale, step left leg back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, press up. Exhale, step the left foot. Inhale, sweep it up. 1 more. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, plank. This is really hard today. Exhale, step the left foot forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, you're going to fold forward. Right toes are on the ball. Step the left foot back to meet it in a plank pose. We are going to do the other side. Don't stress. So if you were on sliders and you wanted to make this harder, you would slide the opposite leg out as you tap the shoulder. If you're on the ball, you're just going to keep your feet still. Your left hand is going to tap your right shoulder. Inhale it down. Exhale, right hand, left shoulder. Inhale it down. You're trying to keep the ball as still as you can. So it's going to move a little bit. Your goal is to keep it as still as possible. And take as much time as you can on one hand. Three more on each hand. And you're going to step the right leg all the way forward. Bring the left shin onto the ball or wherever you want it for your planks. Ooh, head spin. Inhale, sweep the arms up and overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step that right foot back. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to plank. Ooh. Exhale, step the right leg forward. Remember, you can always skip that chaturanga. You can add a leg movement or an arm movement there if you want to. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale to your plank. Exhale. Whatever your vinyasa looks like here is good. Step the right leg forward. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, fold. You've got 3 more on your own. This will be our last one. All right, we're going to come to kneeling on the ball. So if you don't have a ball here, you could just kneel on something squishy like a cushion, or you could just do the arm movements, and that's totally fine. If your shins are sweaty, get a towel. Start at the back of the ball. So your knees touch onto the ball, my toes are on the floor, my hands are on the ball. Start to shift yourself forward. You have to go forward way more than what you're comfortable with. Then bring those knees underneath the hips. My hands are still on the ball. I keep tucking my knees under me. My hips go towards my heels, and I slowly start to walk my hands up. Then I engage through my quads, the fronts of my thighs, and I come to stand kneeling on the ball. If you were not using a ball, you could take those matrix camels here to work your quads. So where you're keeping a nice long line and you hinge back from the knees. If you're on the ball and this is enough, you're going to stay here. If you're on the ball and you want to challenge yourself, you're going to take your hands up above your head. We're going to alternate arm swings. So you're going to inhale, sweep the left arm back. Exhale to switch. Inhale to switch. Exhale to switch. The quicker you do this, the harder it's going to be. The more you move your gaze around, the harder it's going to be. So if you want to challenge yourself, look at something on the ceiling. Maybe turn your head from side to side. Woo! That was a bit too much for me. You can also close your eyes if you're feeling super jazzy. I hope I'm not going under the frame of the camera here. And then you're going to come back to center. Take a break if you need to. Otherwise, those hands are going to come in front of you. Again, if you're on the floor, you can just hinge back at the knees. As you exhale, you're going to rotate your right arm open. If you're hinging back at the knees, you're going to hinge back with that rotation. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, you're going to take it to the left. Inhale through center. We're just going to do 4 more on each side. And then you're slowly going to roll yourself off the ball. Okay, we are going to combine the ball and the sliders for a couple of moves. So for hands-on stuff, if you wanted some elevation, bring your hands to a couch or a bench or something unstable like a pillow or something, or just do it on the ground. And when our feet are on, it'll be the same thing. You'll bring your feet to a bench or something like that to change the angle. So hands are on the ball, we're in a plank. You're going to inhale, slide the right leg out. Exhale, draw it in. If the slide is too much, you step. Inhale, left leg out. Exhale it in. Inhale, right leg. Exhale it in. Inhale, left leg. Exhale it in. So now the ball is giving us lots of feedback as to whether we're shifting a lot. You could also do this on your forearms if you needed to. We're going to do 1 more each side like this. You could stay here. Otherwise, we're coming to jacks. Inhale, both feet out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. Exhale in. 10 more. And then slowly roll it up. We take a little intermission on those hands. We're going to come to sit on the ball. So if you're standing on your sliders, I'm just going to show you first. You could be with one knee on the mat, the other knee on the slider. You slide out into a split, and then you hopefully don't lose your slider as you draw yourself all the way back in. So that would be your modification on the sliders. If you've got a ball, you're going to come and sit on the ball like a straddle. Toes are tucked behind you. You could stay here, or you could stand all the way up into a squat if your ball is small enough. You take an inhale, nice neutral spine. As you exhale, squeeze the knees together. Inhale, release. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale, release. We're going to do 10 here. So we've got 7 more. If you're on the floor, you'll do 10 with each leg sliding out. If you're on the ball, you're going to squeeze the ball, release just the right leg, squeeze it in. Release just the left leg, squeeze it in. Right leg, squeeze in. Left leg, squeeze in. 3 more each side. And then slow roll off. Okay, we're going to switch around this plank. So my feet are going to be on the ball. Your feet might be up on your couch. My hands are going to be on my sliders, and we're going to take those little circles again. Don't worry, we're not going to do those slide out push-ups, although you certainly could if you thought that you were strong enough to do that, which I am absolutely not. Let's slide back so that I'm in the frame. All right, we're going to take circles. So we've got 5 circles in one direction with the right hand, and then 5 in the other direction. This is obviously way harder now. And then change direction. And then switch to the left hand. 5 circles in both directions. And then switch it out. and then slowly you're going to walk it all the way back in. Okay. If you're just using sliders, you're going to come into a chair and you're going to alternate sliding one foot forward and then the other foot forward. If you're on your ball, you're going to come to a seat. This seems easy. You are wrong. Take an inhale. As you exhale, without twisting your pelvis, you're going to extend that right leg out in front of you. So if I turn to show you, what you can see my body wants to do is I want to just drop into that. Don't do that. Try and keep nice and tall. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, left leg extends. Inhale, set it down. Exhale, right leg extends. Inhale, set it, down. Exhale, left leg extends. Inhale, set it down. You can stay here or add a twist. As you exhale, twist towards the lifting leg, but again, don't shoot that hip out to the side. Keep it underneath you. Inhale, back to center. It's way harder than it looks if you do it properly. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale through center. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale through center. So if you were just looking at it on paper, this would look like probably, quote unquote, one of the easiest moves to do in this class so far. I would challenge that and say that if you're doing this properly, this is actually one of the hardest movements to do because you've got a lot that you're trying to control and it's really easy to cheat. And I am not particularly good at this move. I find it really difficult to control what my pelvis and my rib cage are doing here. So just because something looks easy doesn't mean that it is. I'm going to twist one more time to each direction. Beautiful. We're going to come and stand back up. Once again, my hands are going to the ball. You could use your couch. Feet are on the sliders. You're going to come out into your plank pose. You could be on your forearms here. As you exhale, you're going to slide the right knee in. Inhale it out. Exhale, left knee in. Inhale it out. Now you could stay here, just nice and slow like this. If you want to challenge it more, as you slide that right knee in, drive it into the ball. So really hit the ball because then you have to stabilize so that the ball doesn't shoot away from you. You don't fall on your face. Obviously, please do this carefully. Like, don't kick the ball so hard that it flies out and you break your nose. I have a bug on me. Keep going. Don't stop just because nature is attacking me. I'm going to do 4 more on each side. And then slow bring it in. If you're just with sliders, you're going to have your left foot on the slider, or you're going to do both legs. You're going to come out into a lateral lunge. So the standing leg will sink back, other one will slide out to the side, and then you'll draw it back in to standing. If you're on the ball, we're doing the exact same thing, except we're on the ball. Left foot is on the ball, toes face forward or up, depending on what's best for your hips. As you inhale, you hinge back at the right hip. Your knee doesn't come over your toes. Your shin is parallel with the floor. Torso comes forward. Exhale, press to stand. Inhale, it's a hinge at the hip. So my torso is coming forward, but I'm not just rounding through my shoulders. It's like somebody's taking off a jacket as I'm going down into that lunge, and I'm trying to open my shoulders. We've got 7 more here. you're going to hold it at the top. If you're on the slider, just hold your foot on that slider. The right foot is going to be the mover. You're going to inhale. As you exhale, come up onto the right toes. Woo. Inhale, slow, bring it down. This is obviously very hard on the ball. Exhale, bring that right heel up. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale to lift. Inhale, bring it down. We've got 6 more. Try and keep the weight in through the big toe and the little toe, but don't just collapse to the outside of the foot. 4 more. Beautiful. And we're going to bring it over to the other side. So your slider will go underneath your right foot, or your ball will go underneath your right foot. Set yourself up. Inhale. Send that left hip back, bend down into that left knee, and then exhale, drive to stand. Inhale, sit it back. Exhale, drive to stand. You've got 6 more. Come all the way to stand. We take those heel raises again. Take an inhale. As you exhale, raise up onto the left tippy toes. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, raise up. Inhale, bring it down. 6 more. 8 more. And then slow bring it down. We are once more going to bring our hands to the ball and our feet to the sliders. This is going to be the last one that we'll do here, and then we're going to make our way down to the floor. So you've got 2 options here if you're on sliders. You could come into a push-up variation like we did at the start, or you could come into a tuck variation and add a push-up on the floor. I'll let you decide. So feet on the sliders, you're going to take an inhale. If you can, as you exhale, both feet slide in, both feet slide out. Inhale, tap the chest to the ball. Exhale, press it away. Knees in, knees out. Woo. Chest to ball, press it away. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale in, exhale out, inhale down, exhale up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. We're going to do 3 more. And then you're going to slide it all the way in. Once again, we're going to make our way all the way down onto our back. So you can make your way there however you want. Once again, sliders, you'll just substitute sliders for whatever I'm saying with the ball. If you're on the ball, your feet are going to be on the ball. Your whole foot is planted on the front of the ball. We're preparing for a bridge, so take your hands to where you want them to be. Take an inhale. As you exhale, if you're on the ball, you're just going to lift up. If you're on the sliders, you'll slide one leg out and then one leg in. Bring it down if you're on the ball. Exhale, bring it up. Squeeze your tush at the top. Inhale, bring it down. Exhale, bring it up. Inhale, bring it down. We've got 3 more here. we're going to hold this one up. Everybody, both feet are going to slide out. So as you inhale, feet go away from you. As you exhale, hamstring curl it back in. Inhale, feet go away. Exhale, hamstring curl it back in. We've got 8 more. And then slow set it down. If you're just using sliders, you're going to grab a pillow or something to set between your knees, or you could just squeeze your knees together. If you've got the ball is between your knees. Everybody hands behind the head, elbows wide. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to slide the rib cage towards the pelvis, squeeze the knees towards each other, and then inhale, slow release. Exhale, come up, squeeze and crunch. Inhale, slow release. Exhale, squeeze and crunch. Inhale, slow release. Exhale, squeeze and crunch. Inhale, slow release. We've got 6 more here. Slow release. If you don't have a ball, you're going to float your legs to tabletop, and you're going to do a reverse crunch without the ball. If you've got a ball, your legs go over the ball. You're squeezing your heels towards your glutes. Your head will stay down. Your hands can come to wherever is comfortable for you. Take an inhale. As you exhale, slowly, you're going to peel the knees towards the shoulders, lower back lifts, and then inhale, set it down. So I don't want you to do this with momentum. I want it to be slow. Exhale, slow lift up. Inhale, slow control down. So these you can easily just fling yourself through them, but you're not really going to get anything out of it. So if you can slowly come up, hold it, and then slowly come down, you're going to get a lot more out of it. It also gives you a bit of feedback as to whether you constantly roll down one side of your spine or not. And it'll just give you an indication as to whether you're working both sides of your body equally. And how do you correct that, you may ask? You just work on it. Just work on trying to roll down through the center of your spine. Oh, hello. Yes, I know. I laid on the floor. What a mistake. We're going to do 3 more. Last one. And then bring it down. We're going to take a spinal twist, so you can do it with or without the ball. You're just going to let your legs fall to one side. If you have the ball and it feels good, you can just let your legs pendulum from side to side. Try and keep your shoulders down. Thank you. I love it when you breathe in my face. And when you're ready, you're going to come back to center. We're going to take a reclined pigeon. Once again, you could have your bottom leg resting on the ball, or you could have it on the floor. You could come into a figure 4 bridge, whatever you like here. And then we're just going to switch it out. Oof. There's a bug in my dog's water bowl and he's thoroughly confused. You're going to come back to center. You draw the knees in towards the chest, take any other movements that you want to, and find your final resting position, whatever that looks like for you. Wherever you are, turn your palms up towards the sky. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And a big open mouth exhale. As always, thank you so much for practicing and playing with me today. Today, as you go forward, may you be balanced in your thoughts, kind in your words, and peaceful in your heart. Namaste.